kindergarten, and welcome to another reading lesson. We started our farm animal module on Monday, and today we're going to continue to dive into our text, Farm Animals. Our reading thinking job today is I can retell key details of a text in order. So Monday, we spent time finding the main idea, and now we're going to look at those key details that help us know that the main idea is all about farm animals. Our reading thinking job is I can retell key details of a text in order. Our reading thinking steps to get to that job is step 1, what is the text mostly about? Step 2, what details help you understand it the most? And step 3, retelling what key details we learned about. Remember, key details are important parts of the story. Key details are what make up the main idea, what the story is mostly about. So we might be looking at who is in the story, what the story is mostly about, where does it take place, and what happens in the story. So starting with step 1, what is the text mostly about? We did that work on Monday. We discovered that this text is mostly about farm animals. We did that by looking at the title, looking at the pictures, and pulling out the key details that we're about to dive into today. So let's look at some pages through the text Farm Animals. Your teacher's going to pause the video and they're going to read this page about this farm animal. And you guys are going to decide what details will help you understand the most. Well, we found out that these pages are about lambs. Lamb is a baby sheep. We know that the moms are called ewe and the dads are called rams. And this is just a fluffy lamb. We also noticed the author for this text, as it's an informational text, has a did you know box to give us a little bit more information about this farm animal, which is great for what our reading thinking job is today because we need as many key details to help us better understand what the text is mostly about. So on this page, we learned that farmers shear off the wool off of sheep so the sheep can stay cool and the farmers keep the wool to make clothes. So now we've just looked at the pictures and the words to help us get more details to better understand about lambs. So now your teacher is going to pause the video and they're going to have you get your lined paper or your dry eraser board, or you're going to do it together. And I want you to draw out how you would retell this page in your own words. I drew a picture of sheep, one sheep, and I drew a pair of shears because I know that in the summer, farmers shear, which is a type of scissor, they shear the sheep to take the wool out so they can make clothes. You might have drawn the same thing, but I can retell these pages through my drawing and labeling. I didn't label this page, but I could label my sheep with sh, sh, and shear, sh. Let's take a look at another page. Take a look at this farm animal. Your teacher's going to pause the video, reread the words on this page, and decide what this farm animal is and what details help you understand it the most. We learned through the pictures and the words, these pages are all about sheepdogs. We also learned tons of information about the sheepdog. We learned that farmers use whistles to talk to their dogs. We also learned that sheepdog on the farm help herd sheep, and they like to lie in baskets and wag their tails, and they also like to yelp and howl. So now we have been able to find tons of details about sheepdog, which will help you do your retell through your drawing and labeling. So your teacher is going to pause the video and have you use your lined paper or your dry erase board, or you're going to do a story, retell these pages through your drawing and labeling. I decided herding sheep because that was an important key detail on these pages. You might have drew a dog hearing a whistle from the farmer, or maybe falling asleep, or maybe howling because they feel sad. I could have labeled my dog with the D sound, or maybe my sheep with the SH. Let's take a look at these pages. Your teacher's going to pause the video, and you guys, they're going to read these words, and you guys are going to dive into the details that help you understand these pages the most. We learned these pages are all about pigs. There were tons of key details on these pages. We know that they love to roll in mud when it's hot. It keeps them cool. They also like to dig in the dirt to find roots. And pigs are also an animal that we can use to get pork. We can eat ham and bacon and sausages, all kinds of pork. So with all of these key details we were able to pull from these pages about pigs, your teacher is going to pause the video. They're going to have you get your dry erase board or your lined paper, or you're going to do it as a class. You're going to retell these pages in your own words through your drawing and labeling. What key details stuck out to you the most? I decided to draw a pig rolling in mud. I was able to learn through reading and looking at the pictures that a key detail that helps pigs stay cool in the hot sun was to roll around in mud. Today in Seesaw, you're going to be looking at 3 more pages from farm animals. You're going to be looking at the page about the chicken, the page about cows, and the page about horse. Then you're going to draw and label 3 key details from the farm animals. So you're going to draw and label a key detail from the chicken page, draw and label a key detail from the cow page, and draw and label a key detail from the farm animal page. Bye, Kipsters.